you wouldn't believe what I was doing. I felt led to, guys, I saw this thing on YouTube where, you know, they reduced, because of AI, they reduced their marketing department from 4 people to 1. And I don't know, I went on and tried to relax after my Intel summary. Hi, grand afternoon all. Yes, hey Robert, how are you? Sabrina, blessed mama, Patricia, hello, hello, hello everybody. Guys, I need my shake, but I need to put this on my thing. Hold on. How are you doing? I got really super cold, so I had to add a sweatshirt so I can layer, because the house cooled down today because of all the rain, and I had to take the dogs out, and anyways, it is what it is. So how's your day going? I'm trying to rest in between doing all that work. I've not looked at my emails, so please don't expect me to look at my emails today. That's the only way I can rest my brain, is if I don't look at the emails. And I'm also starting to prepare for the 11 a.m. Zoom. And I ended up watching something because I had a few minutes to spare, and then I'm like, okay, I got to go live. I was watching, I told you about this series, The Black Mirror, where you can see how things, they go into the future and tell you how all this technology, what the dark side of it is, which I think is, it's good for us to be aware. But I pray it doesn't happen in our lifetime. But good afternoon. Hey, Sandra, how are you? How are you doing? Guys, do you mind if I get my shake? I'm breaking my fast right now. Hello from Nebraska. Hey, now site. Welcome to my afternoon live stream. I only do 3 live streams a day when my hubby works, because I have time freedom then. And it's rainy, crappy day. If I was laying in the sun, I wouldn't be live, but because it's rainy and it's cold and I had to add a sweatshirt, I'm just like, I'm gonna go live, and I'm gonna do my break my fast smoothie, because all I have is some leftover haddock to eat for my dinner before my margaritas. So I'll do that right before my margaritas. Do I have leftover guac? No, I have leftover guacamole. Yay! I can have that with my fish taco tonight. So I'm gonna have this smoothie that I always do. So, hey, Massage Diva, how are you guys? Is your weather rain? What is going on? Do you have sunshine or do you have rain? Or what do you have? I have a ton of fruit that I need to use, so I figured I'd just do my protein smoothie because I haven't done that in a couple days, and I still don't like this salted caramel, so I have to go down and get another flavor, I think. I'm actually Teresa. I need to change that name. Well, hello, Therese. Is it Therese? Because you have an E on the end. Is it Therese? I hope I pronounce your guys' name. If I don't, guys, I apologize if I don't pronounce your name correctly. And it's so funny when I do other things with people. I usually just relate to their screen name. Hi, John. How are you? When do you think the dinar will go? Guys, did you listen to my summary? I said, listen to my Intel summary. It was 11 minutes and 18 seconds. Do you have any questions? Everybody's talking about it. Might go soon. Rainy here in Juneau, Alaska. Oh, you're all the way in Juneau? So what's your temperature? So it's rainy. What's your temperature right now? It's 57. No wonder I'm cold. 57. Marlazar, sunny California. Oh, you're in sunny California. Well, I'm jealous of your weather. I'm just saying. I'll admit it. I am a very honest, open human. Supergirl Patriot, I don't know why your thing was deleted. Who deleted it? Oh, you retracted it. Okay, guys, don't say any Intel guru's name because we don't want to be fall in line with dashing anybody else. But if you have questions associated with Iraqi Dinar, just ask it without mentioning the guru's name. Like, when do we think it's going to happen? Nobody really knows the time, but we do know the digital dinar is in the Rashid and the Rafidian banks. Very hot in Port St. Lucie. Oh, I'm sure it's hot there. I think they've turned up the heat. They can mess with the weather, right? I really do. I think they, and all the stuff in the skies that they can spray. It doesn't happen much here because I'm hidden here in this very blue state. I took Arthivate. Yeah, I can tell I took it because of the color. That stuff is very good, but not good by itself. I think I did. Did I do? I don't want to do too much fiber store. I'm assuming I did my fiber store. Don't do too much fiber store, guys. Or you either won't go to the bathroom or you'll go to the bathroom too much. One of the two. So, but that stuff works like a dream, guys. For somebody who used to be the queen of constipation, the fiber store is amazing. And it's got probiotics in it to heal whatever your gut is. I had a lot of problems with my gut, so I have to take this stuff. God brought it to me when I prayed for healing using one of those true stories about the woman with the issue of blood, because I had been diagnosed with IBS about 17. And so I was, I was 36 when I moved here. 17 twice or 34. So it had been over 17 years that I'd been suffering with my IBS. And the medical community, when I was in Florida, this is already after I moved to Maine, I had prayed for healing using the scriptures. What should I use? Raspberries, blueberries, or strawberries? You guys choose. Oh, yeah. In the Pacific Northwest, it's cloudy but humid. Today, 74, but back in the mid-80s tomorrow. Today, it's rainy and cool. Raspberries. Okay, I'm going to use raspberries. Whoever answers first, I go with. So these are my raspberries. I'm not going to put them all. I'm not going to put them all in. I'm going to save some. Now, so what this has in it is my protein from Sun Warrior, and then all my shake stuff. We have functional formulas and basic. It has the basic nutrition plus the functional formulas plus one of the functional formulas is called 24K. It has 24 brain enhancing nutrients in it to make you think clearly. Uh-oh. Ice trays need to be filled. My dogs are hanging out today. I had to put the puppy in the crate because she was walking around while the other dogs are sleeping, and I didn't want her to wake them up. She had a lot of playtime. Now she needs to sleep. So, forgive this sound. I'll move you away from it. It's my blender. Kind of loud. I turned off the fan because nobody liked the Intel summer yesterday because it had that high fan, that high sound of the fan. So guys, I'm here to answer any of your questions about the Iraqi Dinar. Now that my thing is done. Sunny, humid here, 79 in Buffalo. Buffalo. My husband did his master's degree in Buffalo, New York, where they had all the lake effect snow. You have better weather than I have. What's up with that? I don't know, because I'm further north and I'm right on the water. So this is my raspberry. So good. Guys, see, that's the consistency of it. It's not that thick because I use water. I don't know how many ounces of water. When I'm breaking my fast, I tend to use this. I'll bring you over here. So do you guys have any questions about the Iraqi Dinar? Shake, shake, shake. I know. I used raspberries today with the chocolate. I skipped the collagen powder because it's it's some kind of caramel stuff. It doesn't taste good with berries, let me tell you. I have to be in the mood for it's salted caramel. I can't get into it. I used it for a couple days and I was like, and then I just didn't want it. But the Relo products always taste good mixed together. If you have problems with flavor, I suggest a straw. Yeah, I had to do this, guys, because I didn't have time to eat. Because I did the Intel summary. Again, I'm not looking at your emails today. So if you send me stuff, just give me a day. And I've got the wedding tomorrow, which I'm not sure I like that dress I got. Afternoon all. Hey, Gail. Hey, Sarah Angel. Hey, Carl. Becky's mom, hi. I think I heard you mention that exotic currency a while back. Is it still considered to be? Yes, right now it's on the UN's list, but we don't know when it's going to come off because they went the digital route. Guys, the digital route upends everything. It's in the two either government-sponsored or government-run banks. They have the functionality within the bank's system, when they bring in their paper fiat dollars, they get digital dinar for it. Does that make sense? It's like, if you log on to your bank, your direct deposits are turned into digital dollars in your bank accounts, right? Same value, $1 is $1, right? Well, in Iraq, they started giving them increase. When you know the history, you kind of understand this is a progressive realization of a worthwhile goal. So they gave them these cards. They forced their government employees kind of to get on the digital system, to use the plastic cards like you use debit cards. We've been using them for years. Yes and no. It's both. It's not an all or nothing thing. Why? The people are gonna have choices. There are still plenty of banks in Iraq. I mean, I wish I knew how many banks were in Iraq. But 2 of them have only the digital dinar in their accounts. Does it really matter to you? Does it matter to the Iraqi citizen that isn't even into currency? They can't invest in digital currency. They don't know anything about crypto. They're prevented, and they're prevented from using US dollars. So they're trying to get the dinar to raise value. And so they actually released the dinar, because remember, they've been sovereign since January 15th. Mr. T told us that on the Zoom. I did a Zoom January 15th, and he said they could do it anytime because they're off the contract. All the contracts with the U.S. were over on January 5th. They're 20-year set of contracts. I went with the raspberries. The strawberries look really good. That's the kind we use for shortcakes. They're really farm fresh. They're like right off the farm strawberries that my husband got. I don't know where he got them. My husband does all my shopping. And I love that about him. So it's so funny. Anyways, I was watching this Black Mirror episode called Hotel Reverie. And it kind of drew me in. It's all about using AI to make movies now. So, I don't know. And I just read an article about the Quest guy. He sold his company for $1 billion. And he was talking about how he used AI to save money in his marketing department. I heard that they were using AI to do print copy for using AI for everything. I mean, have you not seen? The YouTube is full of AI channels. I'm so glad you guys are smart enough not to watch them, because AI is only going to have the influence we give it, right? So as far as it is for the children of God, we're not going to give it that much influence over our lives, right? So, I don't know. Hold on, I'm going to pull up so I can read your comments on my computer. So, hey, everybody. Here we go. Now I can see your comments.
Hey, guys, did you know?
Oops. There's so many ads on my channel, but I don't care. YouTube does all that. I don't care. So, guys, we had a funny video this morning. Sorry, guys. I wanted to eat before. I wanted to do this before I got on. I just didn't have time. I love 47. Yes. Guys, to prepare for Monday's Zoom at 11, God has been bringing me some stuff. So I pray about everything he brings me. Yes, the UN exotic currencies list updates on the 15th and the 30th. But according to the Colonel, Mr. T, who's a full bird colonel, which is just beneath a general. He said, because he does Forex trading now, and he said that Iraq fulfilled their agreements with the United States of America, that they were free to do at any time. So, and that he thought it might coincide with when it comes off the UN's exotic currency list. But then again, nothing about this is the same as it used to be. I know Monday's going to be a great day. I know it's going to be the 30th. And when are you closing, Sabrina? Are you closing on Monday? You said you were closing in a week, about a week ago, right? Sorry for my slurping. I'm sure somebody's going to bring that up too. I get tired of everybody's criticisms. Island Girl, happy birthday to you. Is your birthday Monday or today? Guys, I love birthdays. Everybody deserves to be celebrated. I love humanity. Yes, everybody's saying happy birthday now. How do I get on tomorrow's Zoom? Tomorrow, oh, good question. I'm so glad you asked that. Both, at a minimum, be a Miracle Manifestation member. Both Miracle Manifestation members and Mastermind group members are going to be on the Monday Zoom. So Monday is going to be an awesome Zoom. It's available to both sets. And if you become a member at a minimum of the Miracle Manifestation member, usually for every Monday, the Miracle Manifestation membership entitles you to 2 Zooms a month, around the 15th and the 30th. The Mastermind, we meet every Monday. So every Monday at 11. So you get like 5 Zooms instead of 2, right? Here, I just need to be able to put this in the chat. Here you go. So if you all you got to do is upgrade your membership because you're already a member. Hey, Christine, I'm glad you're here. Welcome. So are you not on the road? So happy early birthday, Island Girl. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Island Girl. Happy birthday to you, and many more. Everybody needs to be celebrated on their birthday. That would be an awesome gift. I know, wouldn't it? I mean, nobody really knows. You're home? Okay. I think I need my glasses because I'm not able to. It's so funny. I can see the chat better on my phone because it's a bigger print than it is because I made my print on my phone pretty big. When it's on my MacBook, it's smaller. So I need my reading glasses. So yeah. Do you need a certificate of authorization? No, guys, unless if you're going to one of those centers, they want you to bring all your evidence of when you purchased it, what you purchased, they want you to bring everything. But if you do no, you don't. The bank is going to go through its own procedure to authorize your dinar, just like they would if you bring in a bunch of hundreds. They're going to check them to make sure they're valid. Same thing. Right? But you have to go to a bank that can take your currency, your foreign currency, which is not, credit unions aren't there, unless they're well tuned in. I don't know. You're welcome. So yeah, you don't need to, you're going to take, the craziest thing is because it's on Coinbase digitally. Has anybody checked the value lately? I haven't. Yes, and you do, Robert. You and Sabrina are the best. And guys, I didn't do all the detailed timestamps because it is a Sabbath. But I'm trying to think. Here, I'm going to open up a new browser and go and check out the digital dinar because they released it digitally in the government-run banks. Now, that doesn't mean the citizens know that. It just means it's digital. Just like you don't have to know. Okay, when you turn the switch for your electricity, do you know how it routes through your house? No. When your dinar is digital in your bank, you don't know it. Your dollars in your bank, when you go on, those are digits representing the US dollar, right? You don't know the function behind the bank. That's why nobody knows what's in the banking system. They don't know if it's quantum or not. I could tell they were doing a test run here in Maine because there's less people here. AI was spoken about in a 1975 TV program called Kochak, The Night Stalker, in episode Mr. Ring. It's on YouTube. I met Darren McGavin when my mom worked at Universal Studios in 1968. Wow, Carl, that's an incredible history to have. You know, why does The Simpsons always predict what's going on? You wonder if it's just all a movie, right? What do you think? Let me look at my bookmarks because I had it in here. Yep, 4x to IQD on Coinbase. It's 128 right now. But we saw it as high as 284, and then they gave us evidence where it was high as 313. So it seems to be diminishing, but again, it's not public yet. The citizens don't know about it. The citizens don't need to know about it to that level. We know about it because we're much more intelligent because we're intelligent investors, right? So CR7 100, I'm glad you're here. Phil has been telling us for years. Phil has been telling us what for years? That it's all a play, it's all a movie, you know. Yeah, there's a lot of different silver. Yes, silver. Maybe it's going to hit the 1-to-1. Well, one of the intel providers thinks if it hits 1-to-1, then it's free to float. I don't know. We saw it float all the way up to 284, did we not? From June 8th through that Thursday night, from that Sunday, June 8th, to that let me look at the dates. We saw it, but we weren't supposed to see it, guys. We saw something we were not supposed to see. So it was Sunday, June 8th. By Thursday, the 12th, it had gotten as high as $2.84. Sabrina had taken a screenshot of the previous day when it was 261. And then it's been declining ever so slowly ever since. So why is it declining with all this stuff that Iraq is doing, right? Hey, Jackie, Santa Bria, how do we learn about digital currency? Will you be able to teach this? I already teach this for my Zoom members. I'm the Faith and Financial channel. So I do teach it. And somebody said it was July 15th. Was it 2023? Or when I explained it, they said it was a great one. They said it was a good explanation of crypto, digital currency, right? You don't need to understand it, though, to exchange your dinar. How do I get this? Lord Jesus, help me. Your banks right now give you digital dollars anytime you get a direct deposit or you mobile deposit a check, right? You get digital dinars. When you have Venmo, PayPal, Zelle attached to your bank account, it just goes there automatically, and it goes there very quickly. That is based on the digital system, the Venmo, PayPal already, but you don't care how it works, right? So we've always said the citizens in Iraq are going to see an increased purchasing power. They have a holiday right now. Last holiday, they handed out 52,000 cards, and it created 950 million of the new Iraqi Dinar coin in this ecosystem of the digital space. Because of those 52,000 cards, it was automatically opening up bank accounts. Black Swan event. I don't think about a Black Swan event. I think we've had so many Black Swans. I mean, what's another one? I mean, think about it. I heard that years ago, but I've since said everything is so upside down in our world. It's kind of crazy what we're seeing. Yes, ma'am. Yes, you saw it at 284. So, guys, what happened is we were not supposed to see it. It was kind of like a test run, right? But if you look at Jack's comments, and I'm going to go to the text between me and Sabrina because she's great at sending me Jack's comments. I don't always make them into posts, especially when my husband's home. So today I can kind of catch up. Well, Jacks are not in there. Hold on. No, you must have sent them to me another way. Guys, I've had the craziest day. Hold on. My husband hates it when I say hold on, so I hope you don't mind. So anyway, she sent me what Jack said in chat today. Melanie, where we'll be able to cash out our Zims. I've been told banks won't. Well, yeah, you're told. Who told you banks won't? You got to look at their reason for telling you that. They might not right now. So you got to understand the powers that be know people, and those people know other people, and those people know what's coming, right? When this global currency reset happens, a lot will happen at once. But that doesn't mean, I think the Iraqi dinar is a linchpin. I really do, because we've been studying it, and there's so much information about it. Sabrina, didn't you send me the pictures? You just did again, didn't you? Because I just saw a text come in. And I'm on my different line. Darn it. That's the flipping problem. Because when I change it here, it changes it there, and then I can't access it. It's just like 6 of one, half dozen of another. What is your opinion as to why the dinar is declining? It's only declining on Coinbase because it's a test. They haven't told anybody. Again, the citizens are getting increased purchasing power. They have 2 holidays where they can monitor inflation. Before it was just one bank, and I think it was Rafidian. Now it's Rashid. There are only 2 banks that are using the digital dinar in their banks. Because why? They're testing it on the digital platform. They're digital coins. They have to be tested on the platform. What is everyone hearing for the dong rate? Everybody said it's between 2 and 3. But who knows in this new system? Melanie, I sent also to Messenger. That's what I was looking at, and I didn't see it. Oh, there you go. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So these were some of the comments from Jack. Jordan is one of the countries to back their banking system when it first started up after the war in Iraq. Okay, that's one thing. So Jordan, because they were doing a lot of reports on the import-exports between Jordan and Iraq. So that's a key. The other thing he said in chat today was Jordan helped set up Iraqi banks after the war. He goes, now you got it. We told you a few weeks back we were waiting on a few announcements. This was one of them, LOL. Does anybody know, Sabrina, do you know what article and what I was commenting on when he said that? Because I did 31 articles today. I'm sorry, I got lost in the details. I don't know what he's referring to. And I didn't, do you think I had time to watch a 2.5-hour live stream after I did it? Right? Nils, like my mom would tell me about the markets, it's like airplanes. They go up and they go down. Exactly. They go up and they go down. We can't think about anything going on in Coinbase as being real. First of all, it's digital. So is it really real? Is it really backed by gold and all these things that they say they have to be? Because if you read what the verbiage is under handle 4X, it says what? It says handle.fi is a decentralized multi-currency stablecoin protocol, which allows users to create and exchange multiple multi-currency stablecoins called FX token, 4X tokens. Why? Because they're currencies of, they're stablecoins of countries. Countries usually only have stablecoins. Except for Ripple, they created RLUSD, which is a stablecoin. And it says, soft peg to a range of currencies, users create FX tokens by depositing eligible collateral and minting stablecoins secured by this collateral. They have to have collateral to create a stablecoin. What is the collateral backing the Iraq's value on Coinbase? It's probably their gold and their oil and the other resources they've seen great deposits of in the ground in Iraq. They have a lot to back their currency. So, you know, I think they floated it here on handle 4X so that they could test it without a bunch of eyes on it. Because all the old people weren't even talking about it. The old meaning former, before I got onto the scene. We're not even talking about it. Right? And if it weren't for, thank you, Sabrina. Because I couldn't figure it out, and I didn't do detailed timestamps because it's my Sabbath. I'm trying to rest, but I'm also managing 3 dogs, a rainstorm. You know, each one has a different preference about the rain. And it's a busy day for me. Thank you, Sabrina, very much, because I don't know what he was referring to. I say a lot in 2.5 hours. I answered the Black Swan question. So anyways, as far as Jay Blackburn, where were we able to cash out the Zims? Using my strategies, which is negotiation before one happens, after they happen, and when you go into exchange, the same process would apply. The only difference is God told me he would give me a bridge strategy because it's no time to be calling the banks. I still say don't call the banks right now. Don't call the banks and ask them any questions. You're going to screw it up for everybody. So as far as I can say, I'll say do not call the banks. And even if you did, don't tell them what you have, because you don't want to have to go through the public process that everybody else seems to be shuddering through. You got to understand, why are they making them go through that process? So they can screen you. Screen everything about you. In fact, the preview of this, whatever I started watching, the Black Mirror episode, the preview of it showed an officer. There was an old man in a store, and remember I told you they took cheek swabs for the census. They did facial recognition, and the voting system is biometric. Do you know they showed a cop in a city seeing this guy on the floor? She goes, "Here, let me swab you," so they could see it in their phone. She swabbed him, and he was a wanted criminal. I'm just saying. Yeah, and I agree with Robert. Don't come here with doom and gloom. If you post doom and gloom, we'll remove your comments. So guys, this AI is changing everything. The cryptocurrency, the blockchain system changed everything too, and it's a whole new world. So you just have to hang on for the ride. Yes, and do not post rates or dates. I don't like to pump people up about specific dates. Thank you, Sabrina, for your help. Oh, Black Swan. I was talking about the show. What was the show? Black Mirror. I was talking about that series. Guys, that series showed me robot dogs that killed everybody around, and now we have the robot dogs. It just makes me laugh, because you gotta decide. You get to decide how much technology you invite into your house. I'm not gonna have a robot dog. I'm not even gonna have a tiny robot dog. That's where they start. They get you into tiny robot dogs that, listen, you don't have to feed them, right? There's no vet cost. It's a robot dog. The kids love it. So then they're going to make bigger dogs, and that's how they're going to get you to the big dogs in your house. And then if anybody ever hacks it, like they don't like you, like, how many people sometimes come against me. What if I had a robot dog and somebody could hire a hacker to have that dog kill me inside my own house, right? Just saying. Was it about the 62 million automotive service complex completed, I think? I can't remember. Or was it about, I don't know. I'd have to watch it again to understand. Guys, I went through so much this morning. Can't get into my Coinbase because motor vehicle AI aged me from 12 years ago picture. That's funny. Thought it was good. I could just mail my renewal. Didn't know this could happen. Couldn't get into your Coinbase because, okay, this is what I suggest. You have to go to Coinbase and tell them you'd go through a new screening process. They'll make you take a picture or have your ID, the date on a piece of paper. That's what they did for me when I lost my keys. There's a way around it. You just have to go through customer service at Coinbase. It's just kind of funny because, I don't know, with the technology the way it is, it's kind of crazy. Hi, Jenny R. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I'm yawning. I shouldn't be sorry, but yeah. So has Phil done anything lately? I mean, I usually don't talk about him unless I'm on a Zoom, but I mean, he had canceled many broadcasts and There's always an excuse, and now it's summer. So I'm live every morning. So it depends on who you want to talk to. You stick to your stuffed bears. I know. Me too. I don't even have a Roomba, guys. I don't even have Alexa. I don't have Alexa. I have Siri on my phone, but I don't have Alexa. So you're welcome. Hopefully, yeah, I'm here to answer questions because, guys, it's not confusing. It just seems confusing because the Iraqi dinar is in a coin format on Coinbase. That's just the way their banking system is run. You understand? That's why QI in the K2 integrity article was interesting. The QI article, listen to this. Let me take you to that article. I just have to find it. It was the first, yeah, QI is a company. Listen to this. QI is an international smart card company. I think it stands for quantum intelligence. It's an international smart card. International, okay? Iraq's largest electronic payment platform has announced that it has entered into a landmark partnership with K2 Integrity, a US-based global financial integrity and compliance advisory firm. The multi-year collaboration aims to align Iraq's financial infrastructure with international standards in anti-money laundering and countering the financing of terrorism. The partnership spans operations in the UAE, Jordan, and Iraq. Okay, and what did Jack say in his things? You know, a fully integrated into QI's ecosystem. QI is probably quantum intelligence, and it comes in the form of these cards they handed out. They did a test market. That's what they do. When they ever have something new, they test it on the people. While the UAE office will serve as an innovation hub, ISC Chairman Baha Abdul described the initiative as part of a broader national mission. It said, this is not just about one business group. This is about Iraq and its economic future. We are investing heavily to ensure our systems, people, and partners meet with the highest global standards of financial integrity. How do you ensure financial integrity? You put in the state-of-the-art AI system as your banking system. And then you get people onto it by using your influence within the government for all your government employees. Remember, a lot of people work for the government they are required to get on those cards to get paid. And so those cards allow them to track it in a different system than the traditional Forex or everybody looking at the UN, because they don't want speculators to know when this is happening. Well, thankfully, most of the speculators are old and they don't know the new tricks of the blockchain system. They don't know anything about it. You don't sign up with QFS. I'm glad you asked that question. You do not have to go anywhere to sign up with QFS. That is a scam. So many on Facebook. I know, but they are scammers. Guys, the quantum financial system is going to be in your publicly traded, regulated, highly regulated banking system. Do not go anywhere unless you go to a traditional bank. I know there's a lot of online banks. I would be very wary of them. I'm going to go to a traditional bank. The account is already created for you. It's going to be incorporated into your accounts whenever they darn well please. I think they're already in my accounts. I think that's why I saw so much turnover in my banking staff, and I'm in a second-tier bank. So that means the biggest banks already have these systems. Haven't you seen banks close branches and say, oh, we're doing an upgrade? What do you think they're flipping doing? They're putting these, okay, look. They can't tell you this because too many politicians have said, I'm against central bank digital coins. So they're not going to tell you it's a central bank digital coin. They're going to tell you it's a stable coin issued by the bank. That's what I would do. Do you understand? Thank you, Robert, for clarifying that. Oh, good. My Bank of America, yeah, it'll already have it. It probably already does have it. But I'm watching that bank specifically. Because according to Jim Willey, if you've been on my Zooms, you'd know, but not everybody is. So I'll just say, according to Jim Willey, they are going to sacrifice one of the big banks. Guys, we are just minnows And there's a lot of people that are whales. The people that are whales are in the know. Exactly. Bank of America is about to be DOA. Yes. And so I'm praying about that because Bank of America is the one that I had a shock that I'll maybe talk about tonight because I'm trying to figure out what to do. God said, don't do anything right now. Don't even talk about it. Because why? I don't want to speak about it because I don't want to create something that doesn't exist and is not a problem right now. It's in your debit card. Yes, Dawn, thank you. Guys, we have to make it simple for people. You're going to take your dinar into your bank and they're going to give you digital US dollars for it. And I don't flipping care what kind of digital dollar it is. It's the bank's, that's the bank's system. I don't care. It's like, again, I don't care where my electricity comes from. I pay the bill, right? If you don't make it complicated. Now that I think about in my bank, Bank of America changed all their ATMs. Exactly. You don't know unless you're talking to somebody like me that understands the bigger picture. So while Iraq is going digital, they told their systems, they told their citizens, do not invest in crypto because there's a lot of scams. And they're right. There are a lot of scams in crypto. There's a lot of scams with these QFS cards that you don't have to sign up for. Supposedly most banks are already QFS. Exactly, Massage Diva. I think they're already there. I was saying this years ago. If you're a Miracle Manifestation member, you know I've been saying this years ago because I audited my bank. My things were, some of my clients would send me snail mail checks. I just still take checks. As long as you're good for it, right? If it doesn't clear, you're not going to get anything from me. But I said, okay, I'm here with you in person. I want to show you something. I'm going to show you what happens when I deposit your check on my phone. And I showed her. I said, you see how she worked for the credit union. I said, you see how this says, oh, congratulations. This check qualifies for automatic deposit with an extra fee of $2. Would you like to automatically deposit or choose the standard deposit? I said, I'll choose the standard department. I wasn't going to get them to charge me a fee for something that's free. Their updated systems are free, but they're charging fees. The longer they postpone telling you that, the longer they can collect your fees. Let's be honest. They're there to make money. So anyways, I showed her. I said, now what I want you to do, I can't remember which client it was. If you're watching, please comment down below. It was me. I said, now you go on your banking app or whatever and see when it clears. And the next morning, it was like 5 a.m. She sent me a text with the big bulgy eyes and said, it cleared the same day. I said, exactly. I've been saying for a long time, these systems are already in your banks. They're just not telling you because they're not telling the Iraqi citizens either. Is there a crime in that? No. Why do you care? How do you care as long as your money is spendable in the United States and you can buy houses? What are you going to do with all your millions? If you get caught up in the details of how it looks inside your bank account, you're going to get way confused, and that's going to stop your manifestations. That is not part. You don't have to know how the money is made. For years, you didn't even know how the money was made anyway. I mean, seriously. Now that you got a little bit of knowledge, you confuse yourself, and that stops manifesting. That stops your manifestation. Confusion is not from God. God put me on here to clarify this shit for you. This stuff for you. So this article here about the QI and the K2 integrity to elevate Iraq's financial standards. It's like they are using a digital payment system to move or make money. You are already using the Q. Exactly. I love the way you guys put this in clarifying language because I understand it, but sometimes yeah, especially after I've eaten. Why didn't I wait to eat until after this? Because I needed to eat. I fasted yesterday until after my ninja appointment because I needed to be able to be in touch with God. I'm a little different when I'm a mere human. In the mornings, I am flowing with the Holy Spirit because I fasted through all that, right? When you call customer service and use the VIR system, the voice interactive system, you mean? To get to a live person, that's the QFS. Yeah, I think it's everywhere. It's like AI. It's in everything. I mean, we're already so far along. I know I need more food. Go get an orange. I just had my shake with raspberries and yogurt. I'm good for now. But I did. But the problem is, the more I eat, the less I can hear. You know, in the morning, if you understand what I do in the mornings, and through my Zooms, I need the Holy Spirit because it's not me. I need his wisdom is what I'm saying. When I need God's wisdom, you know, some things come out only by fasting and prayer. The only reason why I have this much wisdom is because I seek God for it and I stay fasted so I can make sure I'm hearing from him, because I hear and speak. I hear and speak. I can't explain it. I don't have to explain it. I don't even understand how I do what I do, right? I'm happy I asked the QFS question. I've kept thinking about it every day. Obsession sucks. It does suck. Don't be obsessed. Just keep watching. This is why I do these free Q&A sessions, and I say, come ask your questions. Because in the morning, it's too intense. I've got the word of God that I need to say because God wants me to keep people aware of him. So your money will be safe. And then I pray for wisdom, praying in my language, and I get wisdom for all these articles. And then later, after I've eaten, it's gone. Why? Because I get filled up and then I pour out, and then I need him to fill me up again. How's he going to fill me up between when I end this and before my 5? And then at 5, I get to take a break. 5 is my reward for working so hard. I mean, I go live every day. Who does that? I mean, I've been doing this for how long? Does anybody know how long I've been going live every morning? And then I set a time to go live, which is very hard for me because I don't always sleep. Because I usually, God wakes me up between 2 and 5. When he wakes you up between 2 and 5, it's because you're supposed to pray or listen to what he has to say. I know people are not understanding the simplicity of it. When you open a bank account, you are given a debit or credit card. Quantum financial system. Yes, guys, it's here already. Just assume it's already in your account and you won't have a problem. It's up to you whether you want to invest in the cryptos. And I explain it ever since I started the Miracle Manifestation Zooms twice a month. I've been talking about this. So there's 60 some hours of content. And now that I'm doing the Zooms every week, I'm only doing that to keep you apprised of it as it changes, because it's changing so flippin' fast. And when God let me go to Netflix to try to relax, I had like 20 minutes. I was like, I saw a snippet of a woman saying to an old man, here, I need to swab your cheek. The swab was attached to a device in her hand. She swabbed his cheek, and within a minute it came up red. And she goes, I have to arrest you. And then and then I'm like, what is that? And then it was like Black Mirror. And I'm like, oh, I need to go to that episode. And so I was trying to look for that, because that's exactly what this new system is. They show you way before they're telling you what your paycheck you were looking for before the holiday, QFS. How do you think your card knows you were out of town? How do you get the fraud text alerts? How do you know they knew immediately to text me? It was the QFS system. They caught my fraudster that got no money. I got a text fraud alert, and then somebody called me. It was like, it's very efficient, it's very effective, and it's going to keep you safe. You need to understand, there is a dark side to everything that is technology. There's a dark side to everything. You can look at the dark side and fall down that rabbit hole, or you can just stay here and look at the benefits. Because why? You can't resist it. It's already here, and it's in everything. That's why some of these ads, you can hear an AI version of Trump's voice. Have you ever heard those ads? But you know it's not him. Same thing with, they do it with John Jr. They do it sometimes with other people. And sometimes you see an image that is not real. It looks cartoonish. That's AI. They're getting more better. They're getting more and more, and there's, I'm just saying. But the danger of these AI channels is you can't watch them, because you don't want to promote somebody it's a human that started the channel. At least I think so. God, isn't that scary? That the AI would start their own YouTube channels to deceive you? Kevin was saying, my husband and I talk about this sometimes, and he said, I saw the statistics where people that use Chat GPT, they've noticed a 45% less usage of your own brain power. You know, that's startling, but that's where they want you. They don't want you thinking for yourself. I love baby Trump. Yeah, but those were AI. No, am I AI? No, obviously I'm not. AI. But honestly, thank God you know me now, because you know I'm not. Right? If anything happened to me, I will make sure my husband posts something that you will know that they've done away with me. Geez, that is scary. Yes. Afternoon, everyone. Yeah. But guys, they've already tried to spoof my Facebook. The scammers, right? They all, have you seen those messages? Oh, can you tell me? Oh, interesting content. They do it on anybody that has any kind of knowledge of crypto. And they go, oh, can you do this? I have a message that I just copy and paste now every time. I say scammers. It says, I have no idea. Do not trust these messages about SafePal wallet with USDT. Those are scams. Why? To get your address, your banking account information. And there's scams now coming along where they're saying they're your credit card company and they're asking you, it seems legit until they ask you for your CVV code. Never give it to anybody. I'm telling you, you got to be very careful. And you have to make sure you audit your bank account, because you have in the certified, publicly traded, registered banks with the government and the SEC, you have protections. They got to make you whole. Look what happened to Jack in Iraq. He had his whole bank account drained, and they had to make him whole, and they did make him whole, and it didn't take that long, right? Just getting on here. So will we be able to bring our paper dinar into? Yes, but you'll get digital dollars for it. You'll get an account with digital money in it. You might be able to pull out a couple thousand, but there's a limit to the cash, because they're limiting cash. They're limiting cash transactions because, quite frankly, where did all the problems happen with pallets of cash? It's not all bad. You know, our country's now being run well, and I want to protect the United States of America brand, but we got some problems, but every country does. I think Europe is in worse trouble, right? So, hey, Carmen, how are you? Just getting on here. So yes, guys, you got to know that when it's time, I'll let you know the time is now, and I will tell you what the bridge strategy is, which is, I'm glad we waited, because God said until they release it, however they release it, it looks like they may release it digitally. You can't really do that much with cash. I'm thinking of maybe putting extra cash in my safe just in case. We got the standing generator going on soon, right? So I don't know. Guys, you got to be prepared for whatever scenario happens. We don't know what's going to happen, but I'm not afraid of the future, right? I mean, I don't know, but that God will give me a break. If the systems go down, I'll get a break. I won't be able to go live. Just saying. I'll enjoy it. I'll be like, oh my God, I can sleep in. It all depends on how you look at it, right? So you don't have to worry about this, but you do need to know that they've already released it on Coinbase, and on Coinbase, the value of it right now is 128. People would have been jumping over the moon, except I started at 284. Or no, we watched it climb, and now it's been declining since July. It's the end of the June, because they know we're watching. They know we're watching. We caused we caused some problems in the citizenry that watch my channel. They're like, wait a minute, I'll be awaiting. Yes, you have to wait until the time is now live stream. So with that, I'm going to end. It's after 3, because, you know, if I've answered a lot of questions about the digital dinar. That was primarily what this is about. The digital dinar, the digital dollar, the QFS, the QI. I need a bigger house. Well, if you need a bigger house, that should be on your list of what you're going to do first. But you can do house shopping. My husband's always virtually shopping for houses. Always. Even though we paid off this house and we love this house and we're improving it, he still virtual shops for houses that we can't buy until after the dinar. And my husband last night was like, I don't really want to go into work tomorrow. I said, I don't want you to go into work. My life is a lot harder when he's at work to do everything I'm doing. Think about how I'm doing everything I'm doing while my husband works. It's not easy, right? 3 dogs and a puppy that still is in training. You need a little house. I know, I don't want a bigger house. I have a big house. This house is big. This house is huge, actually. Oh, I took some picture. My English lavender is blooming. Did anybody see my lilies? My orange lilies are popping up all over around my house. But my English lavender is looking great. I even saw some of my Shasta daisies. I'm like, oh, I forgot about my daisies. Right? Grand afternoon. Guys, there's nothing to fear. There's no fear here. It says no fear in the Bible 365 times because you're not supposed to fear any day. You're supposed to enjoy this process because we know it's revaluing because we see it has a value of 128 on the Coinbase app, on the Handle Forex. What do they call Handle Forex again? It's a decentralized multi-currency stablecoin protocol. It's living and breathing on Handle Forex. So nature is amazing. I know, Dawn. I love nature. I would rather be in nature than care about money. I would love it if nobody needed money. But there may come a point with AI. Guys, it's a brave new world. Just don't fear it. Amen. We're going to have a lot of fun. Join us at 5 for some real fun. I'm going to sit down, let myself digest. Before I have to start taking the dogs out and feeding them again before our 5 o'clock, I'm going to rest because I was already yawning. Amen. Me too. Love my plant. I know. I love nature. Did you hear when our windows are all closed today because it's cold. But you could hear the birds singing and guys, all I need is just, I think this thing is really close. And thank you for being here, And it's only about an hour, so that's good. 200 people watching. Hi, everybody. Afternoon, family. We're here in the Gulf Shores, Alabama for the weekend. Oh, enjoy it, Sharon. I'm getting off. We're going to be live at 5 for a cocktail. I hope you're enjoying yourself. Are you having nice weather? Guys, I hope everybody that's on vacation is having incredible weather. If you're in Maine on vacation, I'm thinking you're probably not having the best day. Get yourself by a fireplace and enjoy, okay? Do I see the puffins? I see all sorts of wildlife while I'm here. Yes, come back at 5 for some fun. We're going to have some fun at 5. I need to break. I can tell my belly's starting to get a little... I get this thing, I call it Little Red now. I used to call it belly bison. Now I don't because I'm healed. But if I'm stressed, and I have done a lot today, I have not stopped. See y'all at 5. Yes, I am on vacation. I'm glad you guys are on vacation. I wish I was on vacation. But guys, I got to tell you, spending time with you, it's like time flies, So don't feel sad for me because I really do love this. Because why? The spirit flows through me easier. And when we're hanging out at 5, we're just relaxing together. And I need that. I need people that get me without me explaining myself. Y'all get me. Thank you for getting me. Thank you for the honor of serving you in this way so I can explain all this financial stuff. It's not complicated. It's like I said, think about it with your electricity. It doesn't work. You just want it to be there, right? Your money will be there. Who cares how it gets there? As long as you can spend it, right? You just want money that's spendable. You really don't care about the format it comes in. I love you all so much. So, yes. God bless. I'll see you at 5. Bye.